Is there a reason I don't understand to use the other flames? What? Can you repeat the question? Elcio Vale says, do not play TOTK anymore because of the FPS. The performance resolution and FPS is one of the reasons that I was not having fun in TOTK. Yes. There are other reasons as well, but that was definitely part of it. It was a combination of multiple factors. But here's what it came down to.
Malaise.
All of the factors of the things I wasn't digging about TOTK led me to understand I was not having a great time playing it. Isn't a comment on the game or its quality, or if you should play it or not. It was just me. There were other things I would rather spend my time doing than what I was doing there. Any reason you is stars the. Okay, Basco, that was the second time you've asked me a question, and I'm serious. Like, you ended the question. You ended the sentence with the. The what? Oh, will I try Zelda again down the road? Maybe. In fact, my buddy King Gathalion has offered to help me emulate it, which maybe I'll try that and see how I like it. We'll see. Oblivious to me, thank you for the sub, bud. Thank you. But no, I mean, just it comes down to it. Like, as many of you know, I put on the best show if I'm having a good time with what I'm doing. And the short answer is I just wasn't enjoying what I was doing. Like that's the when you break everything down, that's what happened. I wasn't enjoying what I was doing. So yeah, I may try to stack the deck a little better so I can get to the good stuff. There is no question there's a lot of good stuff in TOTK. I see it all the time. A lot of buddies have been telling me, but you know, it's just that's not what I'm doing right now. Just where we are right now. Here we go.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Asko says, understand, thank you, ... Are you Yoda-ing me? I think you're Yoda-ing me. Bob Tufin says, I didn't know you and Goth are buds. Looking forward to the emulator streams. Yeah, oh, dude, me and Goth have been buds for a long time. He's a great dude. Whoa. What? Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Huh. That would be so incredible with that stealth build, because you could stealth, and then if the turn start thing doesn't trigger, you get the 50% damage out of stealth, and if it does trigger, you get a crit, and if you use pick to the face skill out of stealth, you would either get 50% extra damage or a guaranteed crit, which is amazing. Huh. That's really cool. That is a super interesting item. Wouldn't it be legal to emulate on PC? Emulation of any game that you own has always been a gray area. So the thing that I really like, and what actually got me interested in the whole emulation thing of Zelda, is the thing that's always been kind of illegal about emulation is the fact that you have to get a copy of the game, which is generally called a ROM. And that's always kind of been unequivocally illegal. But one of the interesting things you can do these days is you can get software that literally goes into the Switch and copies out the data into a ROM, which then you run. So you never actually download or get anything. So if someone were to approach me and be like, you are emulating and that is illegal, I could be like, no, I copied my own game and I am using my own game on my own system. I did not get a ROM from anywhere. So when I heard that, I was like, that actually, like there's no theft. There's nothing there. It's essentially a backup copy of your own product. So at no point are you doing anything that is illegal or even frankly, like in a gray area, which is one of the reasons that I was kind of like, maybe I'll check that out one day. That actually sounds interesting. That because back in the day when I used to do emulators like decades ago, and unfortunately there was no way to do that decades ago. So it was all kind of murky and weird and yeah. It was a lot more gray back then. Yeah. So yeah, it's made me more interested in the emulation stuff. Also, the fact that Nintendo, from what I understand, and I'm still actively looking for this. So please, if you have any sources that prove this otherwise, please PM me a link to where it's been confirmed. But as far as I know, there are thousands of openly emulated Zelda YouTube videos, and not one of them has been taken down, which is interesting. People were leading me to believe that that was like something Nintendo was going after, but at this point, none of them has been going down, has been taken down. So, like, that's slightly telling. So yeah. By the way, for the full disclaimer, CohhCarnage is not saying go emulate your games. I'm just saying this is an interesting thing that's happening. It's a very topical discussion. So, yeah. They don't go after the videos, they go after the software. Yeah, maybe. Your audience is big enough to get Nintendo's attention? Oh. Brother, if you look around, we're a very small fish in a very large pond. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that's not a concern. Not a concern. There are people way bigger than me that are playing with this. Dang, already stunning. Like a rude. More. What is the point of emulating it? The point of emulating a game like Zelda is that you can run it on hardware that can actually support the game. That's what emulating does. You can actually run it at like a consistent 60 frames per second in a consistent resolution that is larger than you would get on that console. So it to put it bluntly, makes the game better. It makes the game significantly better. Like there's no sugarcoating that. It makes the game better. Another thing that personally really appeals to me, I am an old man, I'm an old dog, and I don't learn new tricks easily. Whenever I play a Nintendo game, and I know all of you are gonna roll your eyes at this, I don't care. Whenever I play a Nintendo game, I hate the fact that my B and A buttons are backwards. I hate it. I hate that the right button is confirm and the bottom button is back. And on an emulator, you can just switch that right around. You can just turn that off. Turn it off. There's nothing more frustrating than being in combat or doing a puzzle and you motor memory hit the wrong button and you cancel out of the whole puzzle, or you do something wrong in combat, and by the 15th time you've done that, you're just like, I'm just gonna play something else. That's a total old man problem. I know you kids with your, good brains, that's not an issue for you, but for us old people, it is an actual issue. It's literally a setting on the Switch. I tried the setting on the Switch and it didn't change everything. Like I remember I did try the setting on the Switch at one point and it didn't it changed some of the options, but not all the options, which was a little strange. Maybe I just did it wrong, but I remember at one point I did try. There is, to Switch's credit, there is a like switch the buttons around thing, but it didn't work as it wasn't foolproof. It wasn't 100%. When I did it, this is back when the Switch came out.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Cohh's wrong about a lot, but settings isn't. Thank you. You can rebind those on the Switch now. Okay. Okay. So to be clear, maybe that is maybe it's gotten better since I did it. Let's go for you. You know, one thing that I've been definitely looking into is not only have I had a lot of buddies, but I've seen a lot of like videos and clips and things, and there's no question there's a lot of really cool stuff that no other game is doing in TOTK. There really is. From the puzzle design to the things you can create to like the world exploration and stuff. Like there's a lot of meat in that game. No question. There's a lot of meat. There's a lot of meat. And I mean, granted, a lot of people have said, you know, well, he tried it 5 hours. You know, is that guy armored? And I did try it 5 hours. But even then, like, when a game is that big, maybe 5 hours isn't enough. Maybe I need to keep going. So, yeah, we'll see. It's something I'm considering. Not saying I'm going to. Just thinking about it. What? I've never even seen this thing before. A gander? I literally have never seen this creature before. Huh. Let's get a taunt in early. True, you tried it 5 hours, but the issues you have with it are fundamental and that aren't going to go away with playtime. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You know, I mean, that's you know, a lot of the issues I have with it, that is 100% true. Oh, by the way, good time to mention. I've noticed some comments on my YouTube during streams like this, where they'll say things like, man, can he just shut up about Zelda and play Darkest Dungeon 2? And that's valid. And that's not just about Zelda, that's about all other games. But this is a good time to mention, because it can be a little confusing if you're watching this on YouTube. On YouTube, all the videos go in a row. But on Twitch, I have streams during the day, and then I have the cozy stream in the evening. In the cozy stream in the evening, I generally just hang out, talk about what I want, we chill, that kind of thing. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm never going to stop just hanging out and talking in the cozy stream about whatever I want to. That's kind of just how it is. YouTube, I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm a live streamer who puts his VODs on YouTube. So just keep in mind, if this isn't your thing, I understand. But your smart-ass comment isn't going to change anything. If you follow me. That's just how it is. That's how I do it here. So I just want to set expectations. Some evenings I just, you know, hang out, we drink, we talk about stuff, and I play a game. And then it shows up in that playlist, and yeah, that's how we work here. What I'm trying to say is drop the whole YouTube thing. Come say hi on Twitch. We'd love to see you. Come say hi. More a bit. Dirteek says deletes my YouTube comment. Yeah. Yeah. Smart-ass comments on this VOD will be great. Oh, yeah. Is this game difficult? Yes. This game involves a lot of learning. A lot of learning. Whole lot of learning. Which means for me it's very difficult. Yes.
Excellent work.
Let's get that guy. Yeah, a lot of trial and error in this game too. Yep, a lot of trial and error and a lot of RNG. Even under specific and near perfect circumstances, you can still get RNG into oblivion. Yep.
A slow dissection.
Are we talking stun RNG? No, just general RNG,
Unavoidable
really.
End. A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Healar Land says, "Let the venom out, dude. Nintendo games are trash."
An interminable conflict.
They're not. I would never say that, because I understand that they're a specific flavor that a lot of people love. They're not really my flavor, but there's no denying it that there's some really cool stuff in Nintendo games. There's some very wholesome stuff in Nintendo games. No question. Just because something isn't for you, by no means that it's crap. And saying that kind of stuff just limits your own worldview pretty extensively. Because I guarantee you, if people are saying that about Nintendo games, they're extrapolating that point of view out to other things in their life, and that's just unfortunate. Yeah. It's sad to hear you didn't like TOTK. You know, it's just the way of the road, man. What I should have done is eaten that corpse. Actually, you know what? Let me kill that corpse. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That works. It's more like he didn't like Breath of the Wild and couldn't get past it. Dude, a lot of the same stuff I didn't like in Breath of the Wild is in TOTK, which makes sense. It's a sequel. So, I mean, that is certainly a factor.
Steady yourself.
The animations bring so much flavor to this game. Oh, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Big time. Oh, look at that. Rabid blood extract. Hell yeah, dude. Or Mr. Anderson, not the first person I've heard say that, and probably not the last. I think there's a lot of people that were won over with it for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It would be so good. I already did the Shambler. I don't really want to do that again. I want to hit a hospital. Is what I want to hit. I don't really need more points. We got a bunch this turn anyway. Hey, Stormy Sky. Thanks for getting an item off our store, bud. Appreciate it, man. one sec. One second. I have to check a document I just signed. Right before the stream. Weird. Company is saying that they for sure sent me something that I do not see ever seen. Well, we will deal with that later. Let's... I don't have crit, so there's no chance of me killing this person off right. I could taunt? Keep our squishy safe? Let's do that. Hypothetical. Naughty Dog announces Last of Us 3. How would you feel?
The slow suffering begins.
I think Last of Us 3 is relatively inevitable with the success of the TV show. I don't think they could remaster Last of Us again. They may try to like remaster Last of Us 2 or something, but I mean, it's relatively recent, so I'd be a little surprised, to be honest. But I think we'll get a Last of Us 3. I do. And I'll play it. I love Last of Us 1. I thought Last of Us 2 was good overall, but it had some pretty, it had some decisions that I would question. But it was good. I mean, I enjoyed playing it one time. Yeah. You know, I mean, that was good. Might play it again before 3, but, you know, wouldn't have to and I'd be fine. Let's more. But yeah, if they announce Last of Us 3, which again, I'm guessing they will, I think that's great. I have no problems with that.
A simple kindness.
And I would play it. Am I gonna make a thoughts video of this game? When I beat it, probably, yeah. I generally wait until I beat the game to make thoughts videos.
On to the next.
Okay, he's dead. So you're never gonna make a thoughts video in this game?
Appliance of harm.
I see what you did there. I see what you did. Boop.
Bafflement and vexation.
Nope.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
Yeah. Well, real quick, I saw somebody saying it doesn't matter if somebody said made the argument the game has been out for a long time, so spoiling it is okay. We do specifically do and ask that people don't spoil really anything here in the channel. Here's the thing. A good way to think about it. Not everyone has seen the movies that you do. Not everyone is the age that you are, and not everyone has played the games that you have. So a spoiler will always be a spoiler. And there are literally endless amounts of places on the internet that you can discuss spoilers of any kind. We ask that you don't spoil pretty much anything here. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to. So, yeah. We don't really do the whole like, oh, it's been out for years. The movie's been out since the early 2000s. You know, we just don't do that stuff. Okay. We appreciate it. Even Titanic. Yeah. We just ask you don't spoil, just in general. Again, there's countless places you can go do that if you want. Mm-hmm. Liam Lee, no, I didn't. Physics said, oh no, I hope the Titanic is okay. Me too, buddy. Me too. We will all just hope together. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, so is Apollo 13. It's fine. Everyone's fine.
Steady yourself.
I will say we do allow exceptions for historical events, because then it's just knowing your history, which is different from a spoiler. we make exceptions every so often. It's okay. It's fine. Cozy is fine. It's fine. Cozy fine. I need more.
Bafflement and vexation.
Right, he's toast.
Mistimed.
Bro, you came in like a hurricane and then you missed. That's so awkward. That is so awkward. It was like some kind of awesome superhero Hollywood moment and you just fumbled it. Oh man. That is so unfortunate. Oh, I should use that to go with these. Ooh. Critties. Them critties, dude.